An emotional reunion in Longview where a man was finally able to meet and thank the heroes who saved his life.
And KETK's Ashley Anderson captured the moment very special there in Longview, Fire Station number 6. She's here tonight in the studio to show us just how it happened. Ashley.
Neil, Casey, it's been 3 months since Scott Gillispie suffered a major cardiac arrest. Today, he wanted to extend his gratitude to the first responders who got him through that life-changing moment. On December 16, 2022, Scott Gillispie started his day like most, in a spin class at the gym.
Man, all I can say is thank you.
Although he doesn't remember anything about that day, he will never forget the people who he credits with saving his life.
It's in the class. I started coughing, sinus drain. I choked, shut off the oxygen to my brain. My heart stopped. They said that I fell over, that I was turning blue. They had to pry my hands off.
An ICU nurse and a doctor who were also in the class were the first to jump in to Gillispie's aid. 911 was called, and the Longview Fire Department Station 6 answered the call, responding quickly.
When we got there, so we got there, had them stop, did our own assessment, and then quickly started administering that care.
Thankfully, help was not too far away.
Super lucky that he's not 30, 40 minutes away like some rural counties have, and he was only 4 minutes away, and he was able to get definitive care really, really quickly.
Oxygen to his brain was cut off for 18 minutes. Miraculously, Gillispie was left with no brain damage.
What I've learned is after 9 minutes, you become brain dead. So the word miracle is where 90% of people don't have people that can help save them. CPR. I'm a miracle. I've won the game of life.
He is the 1% of this outcome. Unfortunately, even though we give the same level of care to anyone, not everyone is able to make it like he is. Especially just seeing him standing and talking is a miracle in and of itself.
A man who believed he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God and the people he's calling his earthly guardian angels.
The gym could have gave up on me. They could have gave up on me, but they didn't. And I hope I can reach out to somebody, even if it's just giving someone a handshake or a hug, and say, stop feeling negative. You're alive.
Using his rebirth to pour positivity into others. And Gillispie has also met with the 2 women in the spin class who acted quickly. He hopes to get well enough soon to be back on the bike, but we'll take it one day at a time. In studio, Ashlyn Anderson, KETK News.
A true miracle there, Ashlyn. Wow, thank you.